everyone, welcome to Cat's Cottage. Got my coffee cup and I'm going around front because the sun is just blinding me back here. So I'm going to turn you around, I'm going to walk up front and see if I can find a little shade. Okay, here we go. Alright, you see I got my garbage cans out. This is the area over here. I don't show it too often. I put that old rusted bike there. And this is a really old crepe myrtle tree. It's white. There's a seat, and there's where my blackberries are. And okay, we'll come over here. Yeah, we got shade over here. Let me sit my coffee down. And let's see. Yesterday I went back to that same sale where the lady had her little ferry, and I tried to look for that rock, but somebody else picked it up, so I missed it. But I went in her backyard, and oh boy, she had it. She was like me. Her backyard was full of things. And so I bought, let me see if I can, that cat. I got her shelf cat and brought it back. And I did pick up, oh wait a minute, and there's a little birdhouse that was hers. I picked that up. I had it priced pretty high, and I know she didn't price it, and if I'd have probably took the time, I'd probably could have got her down on it. And then I got me another shepherd's hook right here, real tall one. Okay, so I'm gonna flip this around. Now there we go. Oh, okay. Today, Monday, is, I got my hat cocked because of the sun. Okay, that sun back there is blinding. Now, I don't know how long I'll last up here. Let me get my fan on. Keep them off of me some. Oh, okay. Today is the big 50% off again at the Salvation Army, but I'm not sure I'm gonna go over there. Probably will look around, but maybe make y'all some little videos. I don't know how many, if y'all are getting tired of the shoe videos or not, or the purses. Maybe I'll figure something else out. Anyway, I thought I'd come around here and talk. I wanted to show y'all that big old frog surprised me because I've never seen the frog out before. And had all the babies were down below him or her, whichever it is, and they're still jumping up and down like they look like they're going for water, but I know air. I know they're doing something else. And they might be learning to jump or something. But I had noticed the big frogs were going over where the babies were. It looked like they were showing them something. Now I know birds do that, so why can't frogs do that? So, but anyway, drink my coffee. I want to ask y'all a question. And Y'all tell me if this has happened to you. It kind of surprised me. I haven't hit my head or anything like that, or any kind of headache or nothing like that. But I was riding with my husband in his truck, and then all of a sudden, all I could see was these neon, I really don't, I say neon, they're real bright white printed, and it was printed like that, like it was jagged on the edge, it had black on the edge, and it was all white in here. And it was a blinding white. It was just blinding. And it was like this. And if you moved your eyes, it was like this. And it just kept staying like this. It never really left. And so I thought, well, I'll close my eyes. And when I closed my eyes, it got even brighter and it was worse. I put one hand over an eye, and it was still there, and it was bright like I had my eye closed here. I do the other side, and it was still there, and it was bright, you know, inside with my eye closed. So it wasn't going anywhere. And I kept it about 6-7 minutes. I'd never had that before in my life. I don't know what that is. I have had floaters, and they've come and gone, and I know all about floaters. I actually have a mole on one of my eyes. I believe it's my left eye. And I've had that looked at, and it's not cancerous. It's just a little mole, and it said that that's common, and a lot of people have them and don't realize it. You know, if they have them on their body, they may have them in the back of their eye, and they don't realize it. I mean, it didn't affect my vision in any way, but that's not, you know, anything to me. But this other stuff, this flash of this super bright light was shocking. I didn't know what to think of it. I didn't have a headache, didn't have nothing wrong. I couldn't see that well. I could see some through some of that stuff around the edges here and there, but I wouldn't have been able to have driven a car or anything. So, but anyway, if y'all have had that, and I didn't really get any answers on the internet. It's talking about how it's common or something, and I never heard anybody speak of that. It's an indication of maybe something wrong in the head. I don't know. I know I'm wrong in the head. But I don't know if that's something that's happened to any of y'all. Maybe it happened one time and didn't come back. That's what I'm hoping for. But y'all let me know if that's happened to y'all. I'm just curious. I'm going to make an appointment to my specialist, and he tells me anything changes, you come in. And he only says that because I'm diabetic. So that could be the answer too. I don't know. But y'all let me know. And okay, that's enough about that. All right. It's going to be a beautiful day today. It's going to be a hot day. And I forgot I got 2 more plants to put in the ground. I got 2 peppers, and I got them hot this time. I got some hot peppers. I want to see some red peppers out here. I mean, I like eating the others, and that's nice, but I want to get some hot peppers. I want to grind them up, and I want to put them into my bird food, my bird seed, and run them squirrels off. That's what I wanted some for, to use like a deterrent. But anyhow, okay, well, I think I finally got it in my head where I might put my lights that I bought, the white ones, on the back patio, because when I go back there, I have a lamp, but I don't have anything up above my head to shine a light, and I like to look in the dark and see if there's any critters. I don't want uh, no surprises. You'll hear me scream all the way through this town. You won't know what's going on. Because I'm a screamer. I'm okay once I scream. After that's out, I'm fine. I'm not afraid of anything. Is that crazy? But I didn't know what to do this morning. I think I made 3 of them. 2 of them of that frog just shocked me that it was out. Just shocked me and thrilled me. I'm just thrilled to see that frog. I could hear him, but I didn't see him. And I say it's a him. That may be a mama, Been a long time in there for mama to be that big. And I got my husband to walk around that other side just a little bit so that frog would jump in. I want to see how long his legs are. And, don't get no ideas coming over here and gigging my frog. I probably shouldn't have sent my husband around there to look at him. Anyway, I'll let y'all go and I'll get back with you and see what, I don't know. I'd rather pick up some trash than I would spend some money. I'd rather pick up something alongside the road that I could, an old window, an old door, old stool, maybe a cabinet that could use a little messing with. Okay. I think I might get that. I think I get that from my daddy. My daddy used to take me to the dump when I was a kid. They didn't have trash pickup back then. And no cracks. That was in the 50s. They didn't have any garbage pickup. You had to take your garbage off. And they didn't charge you. You could go into the dump for free anytime you wanted and throw it down or pick it up. And he'd go in there. And he'd find all kind of things. And he didn't let me wander very much into that dump. He didn't let me go, where I wanted to. And I can understand that. I liable to get my foot cut or run into something dead or something terrible like that. But he found all kind of things. He'd bring them home. I guess my mom would wash and clean it up. We'd reuse it. Or make things out of it. Daddy was good at making things. If he needed hinges or something on anything, he'd go cut a piece of leather, old scrap leather that he had, and cut it in a square. It's already a long strip. He'd cut a square off, and he'd hammer that in or screw it in, and that was his hinge. That's how when he make his cages and things for animals, he always had leather hinges. And he recycled stuff, so maybe that's where I get it from. He'd never throw any kind of clothes away. They'd reuse them, or my mother would strip the buttons off and he'd shred it and use it for the vegetables, tying the vegetables up, or bandages, if you got hurt, or a sweat rag or anything. He reused everything. And that must be where I got it, and I don't realize it. Now my mother, she made things out of other things. I remember her upholstering a little sofa out of some old Anaga hide, or pleather as they say. But it was some turquoise Anaga hide. And it was, it looked good. It looked professional when she got through. She tacked it, like they did back then, tacked it down with these studs, around. And, I feel bad because I really talked ugly to my mother. And I didn't think I was ugly. I thought, let me tell you this, I was terrible. No wonder they beat on me. I told her that I didn't really like her sofa. I didn't like that, you know. Why didn't you put some cloth on there? I don't like this plastic. Uh, I was a stupid kid. I'm still kind of stupid. But yeah, that's what I did. And uh, she made things out of other things. And I've told y'all about her making my underwear. Maybe that's why I didn't like her sewing. She made my underwear. We called them step-ins then. They were made out of flour sacks or whatever she could get a hold of. And I wore them things to school, and I hope to goodness nobody would pull up my dress or see anything I had on. I can remember we were square dancing in the gym. We were learning to square dance, and we'd been doing it for some time, and growing up in Texas, it makes sense that we were square dancing. And what I hated about it was you had to dance with boys. Little stinky boys. I didn't like them. Anyway, that day was really cold, and I didn't have any underwear. And I decided to wear some of my grandma sent some clothes down to us, and there was some long pantaloons, long johns, and they were made like men's with that knitted yellow mess. And I decided to wear them because I was cold. I was tired of being cold. I didn't have a coat. I didn't have anything. I'd wear a scarf to school, and me and my sister would share the sweater. She'd wear it one day, I'd wear it the next. And the one that didn't wear it was usually running to school. But anyway, it was square dance day. And they saw them pantaloons, them doggone old lady underwear to keep you warm. And oh my goodness, they made fun of me. They carried on. Little brat boys did that. And I hated it. I hated it. And I'll never forget that. I didn't wear them anymore. Where was I going with this? Why am I talking about Grandma's old underwear? I don't even know where I was going with this. Anyway, I'll shut up about it. That's enough about that. Yeah. But I'm going to say bye, and I'm going to go on back there with my fire. It's probably burned down, and I'll let it burn down because I'm going to leave at 10 and go over to the thrift store. Take a look around. Mostly now I seem to be buying a lot of product. And my husband's right. He says, make sure you're not paying too much for that product. They're pretty sneaky like that. And I said, I'll keep an eye out. I won't buy it if it's too high. But anyway, I'll just talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good day, and y'all watch out for these storms, these electrical storms. A lot of people ignore these electrical storms, but I don't. I'm not afraid of lightning. I'm aware of them. I'm aware of it. So, but I'll let y'all go. Y'all have a wonderful day, and let me know about those flashes in the eyes. Now it really didn't flash. It just kind of stayed there. When I looked this, it'd be like this, moving. I couldn't get away from it. So, but you can tell by the way I'm talking, I really don't want that to happen again. Because I'm just useless, I'm blind. So, but see y'all later. Bye-bye.